Hello, hello, hello. Recovery time, recovery time. Welcome to the YouTube channel, Recovery Raaw. Let's get right into it. This is going to be episode 2. I'm going to bring you guys back 6 months ago. Let you know where I was 6 months ago, where I'm at today. 6 months ago, well, today, first of all, today's March 12th. So, let's say September 12th, last 2020, 6 months ago today. Right around this time, anyways. I was all fucked up, man. I was, let's say my addiction brought me to, I was on methadone, using dope, smoking crack. So might as well get all the prescriptions from the doctor, Klonopin, gabapentin, Adderall, so I can make some money with it, have them on the side in case I need them for when I'm sick. And of course, smoking weed, and if you drink, here's $5-10 to get me some nips too, because that's what my addiction had brought me. So around just about 6 months ago, I already lost my license that July. So I'm on the methadone, coming down 2 milligrams a week. Because I lost my license, I'm getting transportation through Mass Health PT1 system. And you have to renew it every 3 months or 6 months. So I renewed it on a Thursday. It's supposed to show up the next day, Friday. Never showed up. Saturday, Sunday, no ride, and they're closed. So I called Monday. Monday, they had picked me up. I go to the methadone clinic, and they said, you missed 3 days. We're going to start you over. In my head at the time, I'm thinking, all right, I'm only down to 28 milligrams. I'm just going to go to a detox. Forget starting over. So that's what I did. I went to a detox. I completed this detox, which I completed probably about 10-20% of all the detoxes in my life. But I completed this one in 3 days. I completed it in 3 days because I refused medication, coming off of methadone. And of course, I was sick as a dog when I left. So I get an Uber out of there after I completed. Sick as a dog, should have stayed, but everybody's telling me that the methadone is going to take a month to get out of your system and whatnot. So in my head, I'm like, okay, I'll just use dope for a little while, and of course everything else, but until the methadone's out of my system, then I'll kick dope. I don't think I ever kicked fentanyl, which is out there now. But anyway, so I go back to a detox. This time, it's okay. Now the date is so I did that. I used dope for a couple weeks, probably everything else, and I gave it time. Hopefully the methadone's out of my system. About a month later, October 4th, is when I went back into the same detox, Recovery Centers of America. Great detox, by the way, facility. So I go back to this detox facility. I stay. I complete this one, 7 days, 6 nights. Do the whole protocol. They give me methadone. I'm still coming off of methadone. I get out, sick as a dog. As soon as I go home, I'm still sick. I'm smoking weed. I have my prescriptions. I figured I'm going to slowly wean myself off of those. At this point, I'm determined. I mean, let me stop right there and say, by the end of my addiction, so that run anyways, hopefully this is the end of my addiction. I'll always be addicted, but at the end of that run it brought me to my knees, man. I had to surrender. I mean, I'm talking, like I said, I lost my license July 2nd OUI. So now I got an open court case. Probation. I'm getting drug tested. Like I said, I was still running, so of course I have a warrant. DCF. Luckily I didn't lose my apartment, but definitely financial problems, family problems, relationship problems, destroyed or damaged. It came to the point where, the first time I went into the detox in September, I have the same probation officer that threw me away, so I have to get myself clean. And it was still a process. It still took me another month. So I knew that it was going to be go to the detox facility, or they're going to catch me and then I won't have a chance and get medical attention and they'll take my freedom from me. So it took all that to get me into a detox. So going back to when I get out of the detox now in October. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But when I get out of the detox, so the last time I did dope, smoked coke was October 4th. That's one of my sobriety dates. I get out, I'm sick as a dog, a week later. I'm instantly smoking weed. It's curbing the detox symptoms. I have these prescriptions. I'm taking them, but I'm being careful. And honestly, I can honestly say, I've never been hooked on the benzos. Although when I go to the detox facilities, I tell them I'm an alcoholic. I've been drinking, which is a lie, so they give me the benzos. I prescribe them. For the most part, I was selling them. If I was sick, I'd take some. Real careful with those. But I'm taking them in the detox for 7 days. I get out and they're available. I'm sick, so I'm taking them again. I took them for a total of 3 weeks. A week in the detox, 2 weeks after that. And then one day, I was weaning myself off, but one day I get robbed for all my pills, everything. So I quit. And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I was weaning down. I was only doing them for 3 weeks. I'm not going to have a seizure or anything. Thank God I didn't. And I'll be all right. Well, boom, that was the whole month of October, detox from hell. I was sick the whole month. And that even though I was only doing the benzos 3 weeks, that was a bad detox. And it was right after methadone, coke, and dope detox too. So I want to make it a point that, that was the first time I've experienced a detox from benzos, and hopefully it'll last. So that was crazy. I couldn't sleep. That was the worst symptom of all, not being able to sleep. I'm talking about 2 weeks straight. About a week straight, and then it was like 2 hours, 3 hours. Real bad though. So, I didn't think it would be that bad. And also I got to note that it took about two nights at least, maybe 3, but probably 2 nights for the detox to be in full effect. So by the 4th, 5th night, I'm thinking, okay, I haven't done any benzos in 5 nights. I should be able to sleep now. The 6th night, no sleep. So I found myself at 3, 4 in the morning Googling insomnia, sleep deprivation, benzo detox. And I took the advice that it said, don't look at the computer screen an hour before you go to bed, for the detox, and drink a lot of water. Read before you go to sleep. That was big for me. And exercise. Wear yourself out. And at the time, being sick, and exercise was going for a mile or 2 walk was like exhausting. So yeah, that was hell. So and then I was smoking weed after I basically quit the prescription pill detox, basically cold turkey. I had weaned down, but then it came to an abrupt stop. So, and then I was smoking weed, of course, until November 1st, and that's the last time I did anything. At 34 years old, I've tried everything to get myself clean. I could get myself clean multiple times. I couldn't keep myself clean. What I found works for me is the program of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I can tell you what that entails for me. The program that I do that's so far working, and it's proven effective for countless other people. So that's what I do. And I had learned from my last relapse that I have to keep this in the forefront. This video is just about the last 6 months, but I can get into all that next time too. So going back to November 1st, first time I smoked weed. At this point, I was just smoking weed. I knew I wanted to stop everything, but it was a process to get me off everything. Like I said, the whole month of October was hell. Physical, mental torture is what it feels like, if you can imagine. Jumping into the program. Luckily, this is my second go-abouts in the AA program, so I had built a little support network from the first run, and luckily they were all still around, you know, and they're still supportive. Great program. It's what works for me today, and I'll get into next time everything that's all about too, or you can look into it yourself. So going back to when I got clean off of the benzos, okay. So let me rewind a little bit and try to imagine the difference between the day before I went into detox and the day after I get out of detox. The day before I go into the detox, I'm on a run for a year straight. Okay, so chaos, problems galore, endless problems, chaos, surround yourself with knuckleheads. To the day that I got out, all the knuckleheads are out of the picture, you know? Any friends that I have, count on half a hand. They're using drugs and stuff. I gotta keep them at arm's length. Still my friends, a couple of them, and they know who they are too. So you know, if I trust you, if you respect me, and you don't steal from me, well, I'll be your friend forever. So anyways, I get out of it. So when I get out of the detox, of course my schedule is free, you know what I mean? I have a lot of time on my hand, and I'm taking it easy. Then when I got off the benzos, I'm trying to get into exercise and more. You know, my schedule was free. Some people say that boredom is a trigger for them and whatnot. For me, I've never really been bored. I can usually occupy my mind and my time and everything. But I did have a lot of free time on my hand, and I developed a new schedule over time. Again, I jumped right into the AA, thank God for the Zoom meetings. I go to live meetings too. Eating healthy. I got real comfortable with being able to take my time in the morning. Luckily, I've been collecting for the first time in my life, up until I'm going to work next week. So, you know, I got real comfortable with waking up early, putting on music, taking my time, letting incense, make my breakfast, a nice breakfast, cook for myself, go to a meeting on Zoom that I became a member of this one group, and it's just a great way to start the day. You know, going to these meetings when you find the right group of people that support you can relate to, and a lot of positivity just starts my day off right. So that's what I do. And then after that, I got into running. Well, first I was exercising a lot, but okay, so now we're moving into November. I had made, in staying with this program is what's keeping me clean. I had to surrender to get myself clean, but staying in this program keeps me clean. So now I'm trying to quit cigarettes, and I had made a point to try to quit on the day after Thanksgiving. So, you know, I'm trying to cut down anyways, and I try to quit the day after Thanksgiving. Failed, but at least I cut down. And then the next time I tried to quit, I made it a date for December 31st, and I successfully quit cigarettes. Haven't had one since December 31st. So I'm going to tell you how I did that too. first of all, of course, anything you quit, you're gonna have to want to quit it, and I really did. And I did it with lozenge tablets. The lozenge tablets, for some reason, I can't tell you the scientific reason why, but it worked for me. And they're these little 4 milligram tablets that it's like an oral fixation. You put it in your mouth, it administers 4 milligrams of nicotine, maybe dissolves a total like 40 minutes or something. And it kind of kills the craving. And then at first I was doing as many as I wanted. I didn't put a limit on how many I was going to take per day. And then once I was comfortable with, oh, and by the way, January 1st is when I got into running. You know, I had made it a point I wanted to get back into running, and it's worked. It's a great way to curb the cravings. So you know, my favorite time to have a cigarette was always like ritually when I wake up in the morning with a coffee. It's January 1st. Wake up, have a coffee, go for a run, taking those lozenge tablets, running probably every day the first week or two in January, and it helps physically, mentally, everything. And then, you know, eventually I would take 4 tablets of the lozenge tablets a day, and then back down to 3. Then I went to 2, went back to 3, 2, 1. All in about probably less than a month I was taking those. So I haven't. So the moral of the story is, if I had to, and you know, today being March, I just stay consistent with the program. Like I said, that's what I had learned the first run with AA. Is I'll just tell you real briefly that I got introduced to the program. I realized it works if you work it. Okay, I was working, I was doing great, got comfortable. I made working my priority, so anything other than my recovery, you know, my recovery comes first. If anything comes in front of my recovery, I'll lose my recovery and I'll lose everything. So it's a small price to pay getting into the program. And like I said, so when I first got out of the detox, I didn't have any friends that I wanted to, you know, I had surrounded myself with, like we always do, like-minded people. If I'm fucked up, I'm surrounding myself with fucked up people. Now I get into this program, and I'm following the lead for people that got what I wanted to get, which is, you know, long-term sobriety. And that's what I do today, man. You know, they say you have to change, not only be abstinent from drugs and alcohol, but you have to change more about that too. Change your behaviors. No lying, cheating, stealing is big for me. And always just keep doing the right thing. And that's where I'm at today. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, like it, share it, subscribe. Thank you. Have a good day.